Sydney Opera House here is one of the world's most striking buildings. The Australian team shows Robert Zabika in goal. Number 17, Ian Gray, will play right back. Durakovic is a central defender. He's got Zelic, number 4, sweeping behind him. He's only 19, is Zelic. Number 5, Alex Tobin, is another marker. Number 5 there from Adelaide. 15, Tony Vidmar, only 20 years old, starts a full international for the first time. He's the left back. The captain is Paul Wade, who was born in Altrincham in Cheshire, number 7. Number 8, Mike Peterson, is also in midfield. Number 9 is Graham Arnold, who plays in the Dutch league for Roda, striker. Number 11, Aurelio Vidmar, who's the brother of Tony, and number 16, striker Ernie Tapai. The coach is Scotsman Eddie Thompson, who was once as a player with Hearts and Aberdeen, and those are his 6 substitutes. The Australians have got a couple of strikers there and can use 2 outfield players as well as a goalkeeper if they wish. Now the England team, Chris Wood's in goal. David Seaman isn't on the tour, of course. Paul Parker at right back. And there again a change. Stuart Pearce at left back from Nottingham Forest, whose players are here. Chance again for David Batty in midfield from Leeds United. The central defenders, Des Walker from Nottingham Forest, and again Mark Wright, still being linked with Liverpool. Number 7 will be David Platt, playing in midfield, of course, alongside Jeff Thomas from Crystal Palace, who will be wearing number 8. Number 9, perhaps playing behind the strikers, Nigel Clough, and then the captain, Gary Lineker at number 10, and the newcomer at number 11, 23-year-old David Hurst, playing his first full international after scoring 32 goals for Sheffield Wednesday this season. He gets Graham Taylor's vote, and on the bench, the likes of Ian Wright and John Solako, both from Crystal Palace. Tony Dorigo, of course, born in Australia. The referee is Barry Tasker, who comes from Wellington, New Zealand, and he has 2 Australian linesmen with him. Australia in the green and gold, playing from the right in the first half. England all in white. Header by Mark Wright. Jeff Thomas. Pearce. This is Lineker and David Platt. And the Australians diving in a bit early on, full of enthusiasm. It's going to be a free kick to England. This is Parker. Number 8 there was Peterson for Australia. 16, Ernie Tapai. That wasn't a bad run, and he's got Arnold waiting in the centre with Vidmar. The Socceroos, as they're called, have been through a pretty intensive fitness programme for this match. 15 there, Tony Vidmar, playing at left back. That was Parker. And Trevor Brooking with me in the commentary position.
Well, just in the opening exchanges, I think you can see the Australian team are pretty fired up. I think they realise they're very important that they don't allow the England side any space to show their skills, and I think they're going to, certainly in the opening minutes, get a few early tackles in and try and get into this match.
This is David Batty. Here's Parker. And a corner to England.
Be very important for Paul Parker to get forward and Stuart Pearce the other side, because there is no natural width in the England attack or formation, so the 2 fullbacks will play an important role.
And Lineker nearly on the line there. Stuart Pearce to curl the ball in. Mark Wright's up in a near post position. He stayed forward, has Wright. And that was well placed too. And he didn't get it where it was supposed to go, because Mark Wright, having stayed forward from the corner, the Australian coach must have thought there that his side were going to go one behind.
Well, he's unmarked. I think a header back across the goal might have been the easiest. When it's a hanging cross like that, it's difficult to get the power on target.
Thomas took that down well. Thomas, it went for Lineker, and that was England's second chance. A few people on their feet.
Kind ricochet there as Jeff Thomas went through, and so the free kick clipped in by Mark Wright there, and it's headed down, and Jeff Thomas looks at a partial handball there, plays it in, gets a rebound, and it falls for Gary Lineker on the turn just past the near post.
And here's Hurst. Just a bit long for him. Chance here though, driven by David Platt. It was Batty originally who set the play up for Hurst, and then it came back to Platt for the shot.
Good unselfish play here of David Hurst. Goes to retrieve it, has a quick look there as he's going, turns, lays it square. David Platt coming in late again, just past that post.
Overrun a bit by Batty, and Tapai found a way through, and it's going to come on for Arnold here. Turned inside nicely, and Woods made the save, and over the top, and almost a shock lead for Australia from Graham Arnold.
All came about when David Batty just lost control, intercepted, Ernie Tapau there, plays it square to Peterson. Good ball again. Graham Arnold shapes to shoot, turns inside, goes for the near post. Good save by Chris Woods, hooked away.
There's Lineker to Hurst. It's Walker. Nigel Clough's underneath it. It's a corner to England. Stuart Pearce has sprinted forward from left back. He's missed it completely, but that was Batty. David Batty has got a very modest goal-scoring record with Leeds. I don't think he's scored more than one in his career there. But
Stuart Pearce, I say, he left that deliberately, been working on the training ground, but hit it well with his right foot. Always just going to clear the crossbar, though.
Batty. David Platt. Referee says play on. But not this time. It was Gray who was fouled by Mark Wright. And that quickly taken free kick looks for Tony Vidmar. Lineker getting back to do some defending, and sets it up really for Batty. Strong running by David Platt. That was Jeff Thomas. This is Platt. Hurst waiting in the centre. Thomas has joined him there now, and Clough. Here comes Pearce. And that's Clough. And that's Clough. And England are missing the chances that they've made. Nigel Clough would have expected to score there.
Well, David Platt does very well here, holds the ball up. Stuart Pearce is coming up to join him, plays it inside, plays it squared. Actually, Nigel Clough hits Jeff Thomas, it drops kindly, tries to pick the corner and drags it wide.
Tony Vidmar for Australia. Aurelio Vidmar. This is Arnold. Vidmar again. And still Vidmar. Oh, and a great save by Chris Woods. From Gray, was it? Yes, the number 17 from right back got into the striking position, and Chris Woods saved England. No question about that. It was a great move by the Australians. Really well built up. And but for a fine piece of goalkeeping, they would have been ahead without a doubt. Here's Parker. And there goes Lineker. Flags up for a foul. Durakovic doesn't agree, but he's been penalised.
Don't know what he's disputing there, because Gary Lineker just toe-ended it past him and he definitely brought him down.
Well, plenty here for Stuart Pearce to aim at. There's the crowd. Oh, it's in. Might have got in off an Australian defender there, but Jeff Thomas gets a handshake, and I think that free kick by Stuart Pearce may have taken a deflection. Yes, it was the Australian defender who finished up lying on the ground, whose header put that ball past his own goalkeeper. Definitely an own goal. The Australian right-back Ian Gray, number 17, confirmed as the own goal scorer. And for England, John Salako, wearing number 16, has come on in place of David Hurst. So it's a player gaining his first cap, replaced by another who makes his international bow. John Salako from Crystal Palace, 22 years old. And I should imagine he'll play wide on the left. Lineker. Aurelio Vidmar still well forward. That was Mark Wright's header out. Walker's pass only as far as Gray. Wade finds Tapai. Arnold is the target here. Vidmar. Well, it's all revolving around this lad Ian Gray, who didn't think he was playing until yesterday. A midfield player pressed into service at right back. He was right in there on an Australian chance in the first half. He had the misfortune to put through his own goal when England scored, but here the ball ran nicely out for him to try a shot from well outside the penalty area. Gray. Zelic. Certainly looks an accomplished player on the ball, the youngster at the back for Australia. He's got into some quite advanced positions here. Tries to find Wade. Tapai's there also.